Hi family, welcome back to my channel. As you have seen by the title of the video, today we are going to be talking about upgrading our properties, upgrading our spaces, and ensuring a higher resale value in the year 2021. How do you make sure that when you do sell your property, it is at a higher resale value? I'm going to be talking interior, exterior, and some general improvements that you guys can make. So stay tuned. You need to improve your kitchens. Ensure that you've got a fresh modern look in the kitchen, so that's where you can start doing your renovations. You can start in the kitchen by changing maybe the cabinet color into a much more modern color. You can change your backsplash. The backsplash is the tile between the cabinets, the top cabinets and the bottom cabinets. You can change the tile into a much more modern tile. There are a lot of new styles that are going on. Go for something that you would like in those styles or trends. You can change the handles. They are much more modern handles, much more modern taps as well. You can do tap updates. There are taps that are quite old that people don't like anymore, so you can update your taps into a much more modern tap or much more modern taps. So that can help with resale value. It can increase the price of your property if you've got a much more modern kitchen. Another thing you can look at is your bathrooms. You can look at adding a shower if you don't have a shower in the bathroom. Remodeling your entire bathroom would mean probably changing your tile there as well. You can update it by changing the taps there, changing it from an old bathtub into a much more modern looking bathtub, changing the color of the vanity table as well. And another thing that you can do in your interior to just make sure that you spice things up in your home, or to make sure that you still maintain a higher resale value, you can get a fresh coat of paint the house, change the color to a much more modern look. Neutrals always work better. You can do that. They sell better as well, so you can change it into a neutral color. A new fresh coat of paint always helps. It goes a long way. You can update your flooring. If you've got old flooring, look at upgrading it, look at updating it into a much more modern flooring. Adding more cupboard space. So if you've got a room, maybe a big living room or a big kitchen, or even a big garage, you can add cupboard space. Cupboard space always helps when you want to sell a house. It always makes it always gets buyers. So buyers want more space when they buy. So if you do that to your properties, then you are going to ensure a higher resale value. So you can also look at breaking down a wall. So if you don't have a space in the home, or if there's a wall between two rooms that you can look at opening up, that also helps, because that gives you a light into your space. It can help bring in some natural light. It can help enhance the space as well. Buyers do look at spacious properties when they do buy a house, so that can also help you, and that's an improvement you can look at doing in your home. Another thing that you can look at is improving your exterior, and on there you can look at doing landscaping. Proper landscaping always sells the house. If you do landscaping, you can do a lawn, do artificial grass. That also sells better because it's low maintenance, so buyers who like that might be hooked on that. You can look at lighting as well, security improvements. If you can get an electric gate, if you can get a boundary wall done. If you don't have a wall surrounding your property, you can look at that this year. That also ensures a higher resale value. You can look at getting security upgrades like alarms, beams. That can help as well. It helps you be safeguarded with security, and it helps when you do sell the house. If the house is much more secured, buyers are much more inclined to buying properties like that. As you work on your landscaping, you can also look at maybe planting new trees, new flowers. That also helps as you improve the property. Artificial grass, like I said, or normal grass. Other people love their gardens and they want normal grass, not for plants or whatever. So they do like that greenery, and that also would sell better. Another thing that you can look at doing, let's just see, is a fresh coat of paint as well on the outside. That also helps. If you go for neutrals which sell better, that also helps as well. It gives the house a new curb appeal. You want to do that. You want to do new paving, new walkways. If you can just do that, you will see that it will improve your house, and it will make sure that when you do sell your property, you can sell it for a higher resale value or amount. If you've got the means, you can install a pool. That also helps. It will give the house a new fresh curb appeal in the garden. If you can just add a pool there, it also gives it a higher resale value. It adds to the property value, so you are going to make sure that you do make more money when you do sell the property. You also want to make sure that your property is clean, so declutter, clean and declutter. Or you can take on a project like that this year. Declutter your properties, clean the garage, clean the yard, make sure that you remove all the clutter, remove all the things that you guys have been hoarding over the period of years. That also helps with the look of the property, inside or outside. That can work both ways. Clean the properties, make sure that your spaces are much cleaner and much nicer. It also helps. Another thing that you can do with improvements this year is building an extra room, or building a granny flat, what we call flatlets, granny flat cottages. If you can build that in your property or your yard, if you've got space for that, you can do that. It does increase the value of the property. You do make sure that if you do build it, make sure that you go through the municipality. You've got all the approved plans in place, just to make sure that it doesn't block you when you now want to sell the house. And it will also help you guys with extra income if you're going to rent it out, which always helps. That's one improvement that always helps, because then you get money back as soon as possible, even without selling the house. Going green means that people are going for things that are less energy consuming. You can go for installing a timer. You can go for solar instead of being on the normal electricity grid. Those improvements also help when you do sell the property. Other buyers are looking for that, and you will see that it does sell your house quicker and for a higher resale value. One thing I can leave you guys with before I go is don't over-capitalize on your improvements this year. What I mean by that is, if you are, check where you stay, check the area and what the houses go for. You don't want to over-capitalize, and by that I mean you don't want to put in more than you can get out when you sell the property. So just always make sure that whatever improvements that you guys are going to do this year are within the resale values around your area. You don't want to over capitalize, meaning put much more money into improving your properties and not get any of that out. So I leave you with that. I hope you have enjoyed the video. These are tips for you guys for this year. Do improve your properties. Let's go out there and make our properties much more appealing, and make sure that we do get a buck out for it when we do sell. Until next time, bye.